Keep on, I said it ain't gon' stop. It ain't gon' stop, it ain't gon' flop. Stop acting like we ain't so hot.
Hello people, this is Inflewence and I'm back with the Transformers review. I know it's been a minute and I apologize to everybody that's on my channel for the Transformer reviews or the Transformer things, because you know, I've just been busy with this house, and I know that's a tired excuse, first world problems, but it's the truth. So haven't been able to review things as I would like, but I did get this guy in, which is kind of a grail for me. Not kind of, it is. Him, Omega Supreme. I know you can say that about all the characters, G1 characters, like from first season, but I don't know. So this is Fans Toys Jetfire, Skyfire, whatever you like. For some reason I always called him Jetfire. I know he was only Jetfire, I think, as the toy. I don't know. I don't remember. I think he was always, I think one episode he was Jetfire and then he was Skyfire. So I don't know. I have no idea why I always call him Jetfire. Maybe it's the first time I heard his name and it just stuck with me. But I know a lot of people refer to him as Skyfire always. So, and I know sometimes there's arguments like, no, he's not Jetfire, Skyfire. So anyway, this is Jetfire for me, Skyfire, but it ain't neither of those things because it's third party. So it's Phoenix. And look at the box. He's a pretty big boy. So his box is pretty humongous. Can't even fit in the whole screen, as well as him. Has some nice specs, or specs. It has some nice artwork, I should say. This Phoenix Fans Toys number 10. Nothing on the sides. Has some more artwork on the bottom, so we can get rid of that. It didn't come with many accessories. Came with a card. I don't know if it was supposed to come with an extra face, but I didn't get one. Comes with a card, of course, and the instructions. I watched so many reviews on this guy, I didn't even use the instructions. That's half a testament to the reviewers that I watch, and that's half a testament to the engineering of this guy, which is actually, for Fans Toys, it's pretty uncomplicated, I should say. I was trying to put the camera down a little bit while I was talking, so I won't cut that out. But yeah, so here's this guy. He's in jet mode, of course, as I like to start out the way they do not come. He comes in robot mode, but he is mistransformed. So in robot, when you get him out the package, his feet are up as they are now, and that's that. I have number, I don't know what number. I have the Drive Rub sticker 21 QC. I like to make a little joke because sometimes it seems like they just be putting those stickers on. Like, who knows if there's a 21. But this is Fans Toys, so it's a great figure. I love it. I see people comparing Siege. I don't have Siege, so I'm definitely going to get Siege, even if I just give it away or sell it. I may sell it, I may give it away, I don't know. I may keep it because I am, you know, like I said, this is one of my Grail characters. So the more Jetfires, the merrier, maybe. So as you can see, this pops up, has seats inside, has a little, it's all one color, so, but it's chromed out, little seats, little fake boards. That's cool. I don't think nobody can fit in there. I didn't try it, but I know how big they are, so it's not gonna fit. Of course, these for transformation go down. These go up if you want them up for some reason. They go all the way back as they are supposed to. You have, do these articulate? No, I don't think these do. You have storage. You have the gun, which is the other accessory. You can store it in a variety of ways. I like to store it this way because, as you can see, it doesn't impede the landing gear and it kind of hides the handle more than some of the other ways. There's a couple pegs in the back and it has this little peg sticking out. I believe that's what it's for. I don't know if it's in the instructions, but you can put it like this, and then the gun sticks out the back. I don't know if you want it looking like a thruster. Doesn't really, I wish I had, well, I don't really like the peg, but if it had it on both sides, it would be kind of, you could kind of peg the legs together, but then that might defeat the purpose of the transformation the way it is. So anyway, and he has landing gear, as you can see underneath. So on his legs, they come out. Landing gear is great. It rolls well, and he has landing gear in the front. Now this is a big guy, like I said, so it's kind of hard. I think that's it as articulation goes. I want to put a sticker on there probably when I'm done. I'm gonna do that. So yeah, he has some deco. This is like bright red. It's a different color red than this. I know that was a contention of a lot of people. And then they came out with the glossier paint job, which I think should have had the glossier parts. But then don't quote me, but I think it had like glossier backpack and like a couple glossier parts, but then these weren't. These were regular painted. I don't know. I'm not sure. I don't have that version. I kind of hate when, not kind of, I do. I hate when companies do that. I'm not sure if Fans Toys, it seems like it's going to be a trend because they just came out with the Quintus, which is Cyclonus repaint, which is like more deco, more glossier. The paint job's great. I mean, the first one, the paint job was great. Like, that's some of the best paint jobs I've seen. So I know somebody in the community was asking why they're doing this and not bringing out a skull cruncher, but I think they may be trying to get all the money they can get, because compared to a new mold, compared to a repaint, and they already have the paint, like they already had the paint people jobs. So anyway, that's another discussion. I think I'm gonna start doing discussions too, just because I did a few and they got good reactions and I actually like them. I don't want to try not to bite. Everybody does discussions. See, I'm a hip hop head, so I say bite, but I'm an old hip hop head. But I know biting ain't a thing no more, unfortunately. But I try not to bite. I know a lot of people are doing the discussion. The skull face is one of the best, I believe. In reviews, I like T-Man. His reviews are great, and I mean he talks about a lot of stuff too. There's a couple other guys that I really watch that I like that are doing discussions that I don't really want to copy off of, so I'm gonna have to figure it out. But anyway, let's get to this review. Enough talking. I've been away too long. I've been away way too long, and I'm anxious. So I'm just gonna get into transformation. Transformation is not hard at all. Just do these wings right now. You can pull this out because I forget sometimes. If you try to bend them without pulling them out, it's kind of scary. So then you have these flaps right here. Flip them down underneath. See, they got a little space. Put it up. It's a little space. So then you can flip that. Other side, same thing. Pull it out, just so I don't forget. Then I just tuck it up. Just so I just do that to get these wings out the way. You can get these thruster pieces. They're gonna have to go in anyway. So let's lift them up. I do all the semi-easy stuff first. So just go. When you put them up, they don't really have a peg. Like this peg is for when they're down, but it goes all the way and it's flush. You take this thing up. I like to fold this down just to get out the way so I don't break it. Fold this back. There's a clip under here. That was supposed to be out in jet mode. My bad. I had it mistransformed. So then you have it covered. I don't know what I was thinking last time I transformed. But you want to flip this in. So it's supposed to be in. After you pull this up, then you can keep it like this. Then you can pull this up as well. I don't know if you can see that. Oh, see, be careful because that's a problem. It's not really a problem if you're not behind the camera, but trying to get that off, these little pegs. I don't know, I don't see any stress marks, but so then you want to put this together like that. It compacts, then you put this up, and this holds it all together. So then you just leave that alone. Just want to do the legs. So I put the landing gear in. Landing gear in. Then there's buttons, but I don't think you have to push the buttons. There's buttons back here. You don't have to push them. You can just pull the leg out and then they snap. Pull the leg out and they snap. They actually peg in right here and the feet out. So these feet are kind of the first time I had trouble. So I turn on this side. There's like little sides. There's little side things that you gotta get out. So like side skirts of waist, but put it out. Then pull this all the way out like that. And you can put this back in. Then you unfurl the feet. Now this was extremely difficult the first time I did it, but since, if you can see, just pull that out, flip this down and out. Then you can get it where you want it. Other one the same way. But yeah, the first time I did that, I had crazy issues. Just flip that out. Now with the legs, this is hard right here. This is a big guy. So you want to pull this out. It's kind of keeping everything together right here, because this pegs in, but it doesn't peg in that great. So you can just pull that out. Then you have these legs right here that are also pegged in there, which you want to be very careful. Just like pull them out. It's not as hard as it was. And then you put them back. You see this peg right here? Watch that peg, because when you take it out of this, going back to jet mode, it doesn't sound good. Doesn't sound good at all. But once you do that, then you stick this and it kind of clamps it down and keeps it together. So of course, he's super big. So then I like to just put this in. I like to try to get this situated, get this out. I kind of pull on this because it gives you better leverage, but be careful because there's little pegs like that. So then you can get this part. You probably should do that first. Like I pull this out first, but you probably should just get this together first. So once you have it out like that, then you just fold this up under in here like that. Then this nose cone, fold it in. Then this is up here like this, and this is folded as well. Snap all that together. Then you can get these arms. These arms right here. You want to pull this out, this little side, they become the front. Pull them out, then you can put them in the front so you can get the arms. That was all difficult as per usual. I mean, if you have transformers before, you just bring the arms out. Now you can get these things out or in. It doesn't. Oh, these things, if you can see, it doesn't impede it. So let's get that straight. Then I just get in here and get the other one. I don't know if you can see it. Yeah, there we go. It's right here. You just get it straight. You just gotta be careful because if you slip, you might rip one of them off. But it does make it a little easier. Then once you get them arms out the way, then you have this right here. So you want to get this head out. It's tucked in under here, but it like bends like this. So get that together, because then you can put this back in here like this. And there's like these two little things right here that goes in a little groove. And just make sure all this is up. It like just sits there. So get that in that groove. You want to push these in. They don't really click. They're just friction. They're held by friction. So, and this one acts like it don't want to go in. It's a lot of friction. So you get the head down. Kind of snaps in after. You don't have to do that. Just tuck that piece under, and then you put this up here like this. Kind of soft pegs. You flip these over, go in the pegs right here and right here. Turn the head around. Now you want to get the backpack. The backpack has this little piece right here. I know I saw a lot of people say that it was tight and it was hard to snap on up here, but I think they must have fixed it with maybe the second run, because it's fine. It's not hard at all. It wasn't never hard. It's like perfect. It's not too loose, not too hard. You want to get these arms. Camera down a little bit. Now, in order to move these side to side, you got to pull them out first. So put some force on them. Then you can turn them and kind of like do this. Like I was saying before, the camera went dark. So you have this. I'll show you on the other one. It's a little piece. It's like a double joint. So, like I said, you got to pull this out in order for it to move. That's probably my only gripe with this guy. I don't know if and you want the screws in, of course. Then you move it like this and get it out. That's how you get that out. And I think that's my only gripe is the arms. The forearms are pretty loose. I don't know if it's just my copy or if it's everybody's copy. So then you get the hands out in the favorite way. They are a little more, they are better. Also, I don't know, it feels a little different. It's nice, it's heavy, it has a presence, but it feels like not Fans Toys material. But I think that could be either because I most recently handled Road King, which is very heavy, maybe heavier than this. I don't know, I'm not sure. I can't deny or confirm that, but it is a heavy box. So, and he's a big dude. See if I can get back a little bit. So yeah, he holds his gun, has a little, and I didn't really show the gun too much. It's his double barrel gun. Gun's pretty flimsy and light. I'm not sure. I don't know. I may be kind of what's the word I'm looking for? I guess maybe because I've been handling some other Transformers that are thicker and heavier as far as like the accessories and stuff. I don't know. I may be comparing them. But this is a great figure. I mean, by no means. He holds his gun well. He has the finger where it's nothing going to go on with this. You can point over there with that. Have him. I'm stuck at poses, but he does have. I'm gonna go over articulation. I have a rocker. So, but I suck at poses, and you can get him in a pretty good pose. But as you can see, I mean, I'm sucking at the posing, but he does pose well, and he will pose well. So yeah, his presence is undeniable. I know people are saying that Siege is good enough, but not for me. Not after handling this. Now Siege is a good line. I don't have too much available at this time that's out in the open, but I do have this is an IDW representation of Overlord. So I mean, you can see how he scales next to that. Something wrong with his feet. I don't know. All my stuff is in boxes at this time, so that's the reason I don't have anything available. But if you have Overlord, or you know, this is an IDW representation of Overlord. So as you can see, he's towering over him. Got this guy. So as you can see, maybe people have him too. So he's a big fella. He's a big fella. Yeah, I apologize. I don't have anything else out. So let's go over articulation over here. You saw some of it. His head does a 360. He can look up that far. Get a little closer. Look up like that. Look down. Not too far because of his chin. He has these things that articulate to cover his joints, which is pretty cool. And he can get up about that far. He has a double jointed elbow, which gets you way more than 90 degrees. His arms are ratcheted, and they're soft ratcheted that way, and they're hard ratcheted out. Which I never kind of understood that, because I always thought you need a hard ratchet this way just in case. But his gun is light, and maybe that's why his gun is light. You can articulate these wings. You can have them how you want. I don't know why you would, but it's a thing. You can do it. I heard he has a waist swivel. I think you have to kind of unhook him in order to get it. I'm not going to do it because it's just like kind of like a fan mode. I don't think it was put in there because you got to unhook all this. So doesn't count. You get all the way, well, not all the way forward, but gets that much. He ain't doing no hurdles. And the ratchets aren't the strongest. He does have 90 degrees on the knees. He has ratchets on the knees, and you can get these side skirts. He can get up. He can do kind of the splits, not too much, but he is posable. He does have ankle tilts, which they could go about that far. Toe up, toe down. It's kind of extreme because you can move it, as you can see, kind of breaks the sculpt, but you can get it if you want. Fingers are articulated individually on pins. Thumb is on a ball joint and pins, and his hand can go like that, and he has swivel. That's another gripe. These hands are kind of loose, but they're not super loose, but that is a ball joint. So if you want to put something, furniture polish, whatever you do to tighten up ball joints, you can do that. Me personally, I'm not the one for fixing toys that I buy, especially when I spend money on them. I don't really do all that. I don't like to do all that. I feel like you shouldn't have to, but by no means is this a terrible item. It's far from terrible. I'm a little biased, but it's far from terrible. I really like it. I really think it's worth the money that it's not getting, but that Fans Toys is asking for. It's comparable because it's a big guy. I wish I had Omega Supreme out so I could show him next to Omega so you could really see how big this guy is. But I don't. So I appreciate y'all riding with me. I appreciate the people that did not unsubscribe, even though I haven't been making any Transformers content. I salute you guys. And if this is your first time and you made it all the way through this video, I appreciate it greatly. Leave me a thumbs up and subscribe if if you care to see this type of stuff, because there will be more of it. I have a few things that I've gotten review them. So yeah, I've been trying. I got a little space together right now, but it's not permanent, but it's permanent enough. All right, so I will catch y'all later.
Hip hop, I feel I gotta say, who am I? You might say influence, and I spit better than most in this game. Provoking thought with no cocaine.